Hello there and welcome to Chow Time. I'm Spike Spencer and this is my kitchen, and today we're gonna do something that a lot of my friends have wanted me to show. So I did a little quick video on oven roasting tomatoes, which are from Thomas Keller, which is, you know, Thomas Keller, so he's amazing, right? But taking, I've got a garden and I've got a lot of tomatoes out there. So I needed to do something with them, and oven roasting them is absolutely phenomenal. Look on the channel here on, I believe, a YouTube quick shot thing. It'll show you the basics of how to oven roast tomatoes. It's super, super simple. But once you do that, then you have oven roasted tomatoes, and you keep them in a baggie and you use them. What can you use oven roasted tomatoes for? Well, this pasta, for one. Put them on sandwiches, chop them up and put them in an omelet. Did that the other day. It was phenomenal. My wife was like, oh my God, what is this? I'm like, tomatoes. Just tomatoes. That's all it is, just tomatoes. Simple. And then you oven roast them, put them in the bag. It says right here, roast tomatoes, which is how we say it in Australia when we live there. So what I'm going to do first, though, so we're going to do a pasta that is, I'm doing spaghetti. I've already cooked the spaghetti. Here's a little tip. If you're going to do something and you need to get things done, you got a family, you got to get moving, cook your spaghetti. Get it a little bit more, a little less than al dente. So it's like pretty, got a little, you know, good bite to it. You don't want to do it too much because then it'll get soggy. So you take it out, you drain it, save some of the water, the starchy water. You want to save that to thicken up this dish. And then rinse this off. Now some people might go, no, don't rinse it off. I'm like, look, you rinse it off. Now it's right here. It's on the side. I've had it sitting over here for a little bit and it's ready to go. And it's got a good bite to it, so it won't die when I put it in this dish. There's a little tip for you, because it'll be at the ready for you for a while. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna chop up a little garlic. We just need one garlic clove, no big deal. I like to smash it and then peel it. Once you smash it, peel comes right off. Pretty fast, pretty easy. Easy and or peasy, lemon squeezy. And then I like to smack it down and chop it. It doesn't matter about the chop here. You can chop it coarse, chop it fine, run it through a garlic press if you want. I don't care that much. But whatever you do, definitely on this dish, you want fresh garlic. That is a must-have. There is no substitute for fresh garlic. There just ain't, people. There just ain't. Okay, I've got the heat working up over here. Turn it up a little bit. I'm going to take a little olive oil. Put it in the pan here. And one thing I like to do with this is take a little bit of butter as well. Now, look at this. Somebody put crumbs on the butter. Somebody put breadcrumbs on the butter. Breadcrumbs on the butter is a punishable offense by death. Death, people. A little bit of butter in there. Now, we have our butter and our olive oil going. Yeehaw! I'm gonna let that sizzle a bit. So we've got our garlic ready to go. I don't want to put it in too soon. That will make it possibly overcook, which makes it bitter and nasty. I don't want that. So I'm gonna take a couple. So this is what the roasted tomatoes look like. There you go. You see that? You see that? Look at that. Looks nasty, right? There you go. So it's a little oven roasted tomato there. I'm gonna put, let's see, 2, maybe 3, and maybe 4. That's a small one, maybe 5, 6, 7, 10! However much I want. A nice big batch. And then I chop them up a little bit. There's not really much to do, it's kind of mushy. But it is, oh my God, smell it. It is so full of flavor, it's just nuts. Great. All right, so I have my butter and my olive oil going here. I'm going to slap garlic in there. Let that cook for just a sec. Wipe my hands off. Get cleaned up a bit here. Then I'll slap my oven roasted tomatoes in there. It'll be beautiful and gorgeous. It already smells fantastic. Oh. Swirling it around, swirling it around. All right, let's get these bad boys in there. And then we're going to hit it with the freshness, which is my basil, or basil, whatever you guys want to say. It's an herb. It's an herb, Bob, Joe, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. Do what you want. Okay, so I'm moving this around a little bit. So now this is nothing but flavor, guys. This is butter, olive oil, garlic, and some tomatoes. I do have here, I got some amazing basil that I grew in my garden. Check that out. You see that? Look at that. It's purple and green and absolutely wonderful. I love this basil. It has such a deep flavor that I'm going to chop some of that up. I'm going to give it a little bit more chop. A little more chop. Not too much. I'm going to pop that in there. And that is going to, oh my gosh. That blooms, it just, of course I've got some parsley here we're going to do for the end to sprinkle on the top. All right, so there I have it, right? I've got that. I'm going to pop in some of my, that's about right, some of my spaghetti. Now the thing about Italian cooking, guys, so I honeymooned in Italy, in Cinque Terre, and the Italians always finish off the pasta in the pan. Not like we do here in America. Sometimes we just, you know, we're pressed for time or whatever, and we say, no, we can't do that. We're just going to go ahead and throw the noodles on, pop the sauce on top. There you go, spaghetti. So remember, I said hold on to some of that water. I'm going to put a little bit of water in here. You can hear it sizzle a little bit. So what is that water doing? Well, when you have pasta, you have starch, right? Usually if you've got wheat pasta, it's gluten, but it's starch. It's going to help thicken things up a little bit. You know, this is beautiful, but I want more tomatoes. I mean, the flavor's great, but I want to see it to be red, a little more red. Believe me, you can't put enough of these tomatoes in. They're so phenomenal. It is. Oof. So good. My word. All right, get the oven roasted tomatoes in there. Looking fabulous. So anyway, the starch water is going to thicken it up a little bit. And then when we add our Parmesan cheese, Parmesan cheese, then it is going to be even better. You want to finish it off in the pan. Notice it is looking fabulous, fabulous. There we go. And now I'm basically done. I'm going to let it cook for just a second. I want to thicken up just a little hair bit more. I'm going to have some Parmesan. So I'm going to finish it with some Parmesan, but I'm also going to go ahead and put some Parmesan in now, which is going to thicken it up even more. And I always have a bag of Parmesan in my fridge somewhere. I've always got little bits and pieces that I've cut off, and it's kind of crazy. Put a nice amount of Parmesan in there. There we go. And that's just how much you like. You know, if you want a lot of Parmesan, go for it. If you don't want a lot of Parmesan, don't. Keep it lighter, crisper. Okay, here we go. Now, that is a fabulous oven roasted pasta. Now to serve it, usually take some tongs and spin it around, or do the fork thing that everybody's doing. Turn it, and set it on the plate and pull the fork out. You know what? I'm going to put it on the damn plate because it's awesome. Okay, so now I have my pasta. Let's chop up a little parsley. Parsley. Just a little bit on top. And one thing I did when I was in Italy, like I said, we honeymooned there for about 6 weeks. And just something that happened. My food just got better. And you center it up. Beautiful. A little bit of parsley up top. Bam, 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 bam. I finished everything off with a little dash of pepper, a little dash of salt, a little on top, and a little hit of olive oil. Some people may say, no! But it was absolutely fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, this is pasta with oven roasted tomatoes, garlic, beautiful basil, butter, olive oil, and it's so simple to do. And this right here is so rich and flavorful. You are going to just, you're going to love it. I'm going to take a little peek right now. Nailed it. So thank you for joining me here on Chow Time. Please like and subscribe and comment. Tell me some of the stuff that you do with your pasta. some different ideas, different concepts. There's a million ways of doing pasta. And especially if any of my Italian friends go, no, we would never do it that way. Well, over the hill, over the mountain in the next little town over, they might, because it differs that much in Italy. It's amazing. So we'll do plenty more tomato dishes and pasta dishes, but seriously, oven roast those tomatoes and it will change the game. I know that's so cliche, but it's so good. All right, thank you so much. This has been Spike Spencer. It's chow time. Let's eat.